Yeah, that's a really good question, Bindu. Is there a career path for a business analyst into cyber? And I don't believe that there's one that's been defined. I think it's organizationally dependent. It's going to be dependent upon the company, the firm, or the organization that you're working in. Uh, Part of it is because cybersecurity itself is not as structured and formal as perhaps we think. There are different reporting structures. Some cybersecurity organizations report up through finance, some through the CTO, some
Yeah,
the Chief Information Security Officer sits on the board and has a separate where the risk department sits, right? And so when you think about it organizationally, it depends a bit on how the organization that maybe you're working in matters. So if you're in a business, you're working for a company or a school or a nonprofit, and you want to gauge more with the cyber program, app dev teams, obviously, if you're doing app dev work, cyber should be top of mind, right? If you're doing any type of development work in business analysis, first, don't forget, hone your business analysis skills first, right? That's why
yeah,
you're there. You're not there to be a security expert. You're there
exactly.
to
Yeah,
help with the business change management and business processes, right? And business rules, all
yeah,
those classic traditional things that business analysis brings to the equation, brings
yeah,
to the team. So uh, without a formal pathway into cyber, I think that if there's a passion for cyber, you have curiosity. It's foremost. If you're working with the cyber team, involved with the cyber team, they're some of the most curious, pernicious folks that I've come across. It's a requirement to be in cyber. You have insatiable curiosity,
yeah,
and so you must bring that curiosity with you. You also need credentials. If you're going to work with the technical team back in the day, right? You're going to work with the server team, you better know a little bit about server technology, right? You better
yeah,
know a little bit about Windows or Novell NetWare. I mean, for those of you who might, I'm not giving my age away, but you still had to have some knowledge of the technology. Well, the same is true with cyber, right? There
yeah,
are and again, cyber is a complex collection of technologies process. And I didn't want to use the word technology first, but really, cyber organizations are there to build uh, preventative solutions, right?
yeah,
They're there to prevent, prohibit, to create a capability that is preventative primarily in nature, preventative as well as in monitoring, right? Detection of those things. So with that, there are some frameworks that a business analyst, or somebody doing business analysis needs to know. You need to understand some of those primary frameworks of business analysis. NIST, cybersecurity framework, is a very common one. It's universal now. It's worldwide.
yeah,
There are others. ISO has cybersecurity and risk management framework. Get familiar with those. At least be able to recognize them as frameworks. And if you're going to work with a cyber team, you got to have some cred. And I think that you get that cred by taking some classes, right? The CompTIA Security Plus, great place to start. Udemy, a great place to go and take a couple of classes. If you're LinkedIn, you have access to LinkedIn Learning. Um, just look up cybersecurity, find the areas that are more interesting to you. Again, cyber is broad. So there might be some interesting areas that you are thinking, yeah, that's something I want to know more about. Um, let that curiosity drive you, or like Bindu, let the process, let who you are as in your learning style seek out opportunities to become familiar with the cybersecurity worlds, cybersecurity solutions in general. And again, there's a broad range. It would take us a couple of hours to even start listing them all. So it's
Absolutely.